Hi everyone, Outdoorsman Gary Heydrich with your weekly Tri-Lakes fishing report. We're going to be talking about Table Rock Lake today, of course Lake Taneycomo with some good trout fishing, and Bull Shoals. But I have people ask me, well, is there any other type of fish in Table Rock? Of course there is. There are some really big species. For instance, take this. The first time I took my buddy Brandon fishing a couple of years ago, I was planned on him catching some little Kentucky bass, maybe about a pound or two. So I rigged him up with my ultralight bass crappie rod with a little gold hook with a little split shot up above it. But you know what he did on me? His first fish, big fish you ever caught on Table Rock, was a 13-pound, 2-ounce walleye giant. Take a look at this. Boy, I want to tell you, that was a premium fish, and I'm really proud of Brandon getting that fish in the boat because I tell you what, 13-pound walleye on 4-pound crappie test line, that was quite a feat. Also, I've caught a lot of big white bass, especially in the month of March and April at the upper end off the James River and also the Kings River. They make their run. And look at this one. This is a 4-pound, 2-ounce white bass that I caught maybe about 3 years ago. So there's some big white bass in this lake. Table Rock also in the spring months and early summer months really provides some good schooling white bass action as well. Also crappie. I love to crappie fish. I go up every year in the James River and start crappie fishing in the month of March and April, sometimes even February. And these fish really get to moving. About the middle of March is hard to beat. Flat Creek is good. And throughout the year, on and off, you can catch some real nice crappie. All right, now let's go current on Table Rock, what's been happening. I do want to say you always want to keep a topwater plug tied on this time of the year because this is the time of the year we're starting to get cooler weather and bass can come up at any time, any place. So I always keep an extra rod and reel rigged up with a topwater bait in case these rascals come up. I'm ready for them. And still, I have some antiques I can go out and catch topwater bass on Table Rock. Some of these lures that I'm using is actually older than I am. Hey, I heard that. I'm not that old. But also some people have been using drop shots off the top of the thermocline in about 30 feet of water. And they're picking up some fish on spoons and fishing around the docks as well as picking up some fish. Lake Taneycomo was out there the other day and picked up some trout with my buddy Brandon. This is a nice trout we started the day with me and my buddy Tuffy here. Take a look at this. And we've been catching some fish on spoons. And of course, I like that silver with a blue stripe. That's my favorite. And also, of course, some people are drifting power eggs. Good color is chartreuse, also pink, orange, all the traditional baits, especially when they're running water. And it seems like the mid-afternoon lately has been the best time for that. Bull Shoals Lake, I call Bull Shoals my buddy because I love Bull Shoals Lake like I do the other two lakes. Crappie, you can catch some crappie, but folks, I want to tell you, you're going to have to go out deep, maybe 18 to 25 feet of water. I like to use 4-pound tests with a little 16th ounce jig, maybe a chartreuse and white color. You can kind of mix your colors up and see what they want. But this time of the year, they want a little bit of meat. You know, they've been feeding on shad and they like the real stuff sometimes. So what I'll do is pick up a bucket of minnows and use a minnow and jig and minnow combination. And just try to get that vertically right over the top of those brush piles. And if you do this, you hit enough brush piles, you're going to end up with a nice mess of crappie. It's not fast fishing. You're not going to catch a whole bunch of fish, but you might catch a half a dozen or 8, 10 maybe, but they're going to be real nice fish, anywhere from 12.5 to 15 inches. So, boy, they're fun to catch. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show. Hey, check us out on this YouTube. You can click on right here because we've got a lot more things coming your way. It's going to be real exciting, and these fishing reports are going to get real exciting as well. Happy outdoors, everyone. Good fishing. See you out on the lake.